Ik ben Tristan Tucker en ik spreek nog steeds geen Nederlands.
Leuk dat je kijkt naar een nieuwe videoblog van Paard&Lifestyle. Zoals je waarschijnlijk weet geeft Tristan tijdens de Paard&Lifestyle Masterclass op 25 april 2 demonstraties en Jasmijn en ik waren bij hem om het een en het ander daarover te bespreken. Ook gaf Tristan nog even een korte demonstratie over hoe hij ervoor zorgt dat zijn paarden een betere voorbeentechniek krijgen, maar ook hoe hij dit toepast op de achterhand. Tristan vertelt dat hij begint om zijn paarden te leren om hun benen vanuit stilstand op te tillen en legt uit waarom hij dat op die manier doet.
Just to teach the horse that it's possible to get there. Of course, in the beginning, when you have a horse with naturally front legs lifting up, it's a horse that doesn't know anything different. A horse that doesn't have so much front leg just doesn't know that they can get to here. When you can teach them, they can lift the leg and they realize it's possible, and also that you can let them become more flexible through doing the exercise. It's just like a ballerina standing, getting support on this leg and being able to lift this one. So I just start by asking them just to lift the one leg off the ground, and when they can lift it a little bit off the ground, then I walk them forward, and then once I can tap them a little bit behind and they can lift, then I take the whip in front and I try to get them to go to the whip, and the higher I lift the whip, the higher I want the leg to go. And so I get to a point where I might start with walking and then lifting one leg and walk and lift one leg and then walk and then lift the other leg, and then I put it together. Then I start to get 1, 2 and walk, and then 1, 1, 2. Oh. And I just build from there. And when I have the Spanish walk to a position where they're walking forwards and I can lift each leg, and so this is how she started out, little steps, and then the steps got bigger as she practiced. She has to stay forward, there, 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 there. Oh, and every time she offered me a little bit more, then I stop. So then I get to a point where I can go a little bit forward, and I just start to trot and make sure I can in trot, go in a straight line. Oh, and I have the control to go forward. And when I have the control to go forward, I can keep her a little bit in the frame. Oh, so that in the end she can do a little bit in trot. And so for her it was important, because she didn't naturally have a lot of front leg, it was difficult for me to engage the hind leg because the front leg was always in the way. And now the front leg comes out of the way. When I ask her to engage, then the hind leg comes a lot more. Good girl. When I start with the hind legs, lifting hind legs I have for different reasons for different horses. Some horses that have lack of balance, meaning they're not able to carry weight on the other leg. It's not so much about the leg that's lifting, but that they can carry weight on the other leg to support themselves. And the same if you want a horse to really sit in the canter, that they can take weight and balance and stay off the ground with the rest of the legs. So in the beginning I just start that I can have them lift the leg and hold it a little bit in the air. And a lot of horses will start a little bit kicking and putting the leg in the ground, and what we want is that they hold the leg a little bit there out of the ground by themselves. And then when I cluck, I want the other leg to hold and it stays there out of the ground. And every time she touches the ground, I just touch the leg. And then when it stays by itself, so there's not good. She has to keep the leg up, there, then I go away. So in the beginning, just that she can hold the leg and carry weight and balance on the other one. Good, and I can do this without holding her. There's good. She can be standing by herself, and then from there, I just walk and lift, or so that this leg comes out of the ground. Oh, so that we get one leg and walk and one leg and walk. And from the beginning when I'm lifting legs, I take note of where the horse is bending. Does it need to bend more here? Does it need to bend more here? Is it a horse that's just lifting from the stifle and the hip, or are they absorbing the energy through the leg? And I want to feel that that gets really the bending in the right way, so they're not going this way or this way, but really they can fold in the body, hind leg comes under, and they have that natural sitting position, which makes it easier for the horse in the end. And then from there, I then just start to, so I walk and lift one leg, right leg in the ground, lift the left one, lift the left one, lift the left one, until I get it a little bit quicker, or until I just get the bounce. So I'm lifting one, and then lifting while the left one is in the air. And when I have the bounce, then I start to find the rhythm a little bit by helping them with the tapping of the whip, and also clucking every stride to help them with the rhythm. Once they've found the rhythm, I don't say anything anymore. So I ask her to piaffe. If she slows down, I then cluck, and I want more energy. Oh. And so in the end, at that point, she takes responsibility herself. And that's the same if you're teaching a horse to stand still when you get on, to go into canter the first time, to make a pirouette, to make a flying change, or to make the piaffe. It has to be the horse that's understanding what the job is, and that she takes responsibility for it.
Bedankt voor het kijken naar deze videoblog. Wil je nu meer video's zien met Tristan? Registreer je dan gratis op ons e-learning gedeelte van de website. En wil je Tristan in het echt meemaken? Kom dan op 25 april naar de Paard & Lifestyle Masterclass.
It's Dutch talking lessons too. Take two.
Mijn naam is Tristan Tucker en ik spreek nog steeds geen Nederlands.
Oh no, it's too difficult.